Less than 50 miles southeast of Austin, Texas, lies the quaint town of Smithville, a farming and agricultural community with a population of less than 4,000, known more for its contributions to the antique industry rather than the entertainment industry. This is where the story of the man known to the world as DJ Screw begins. Robert Earl Davis Jr. was born on July 20th, 1971, the son of Robert Earl Davis Sr. and Ida Mae Deary. Robert's family members recall life in Smithville.
Smithville. Oh, it's a little small town that, everybody used to come to just to have fun. It was well known back then, you know what I'm saying?
Real slow, laid back, you know what I'm saying? It's just not a lot of opportunity out there, you know what I'm saying?
You can't really make too much out of yourself down there because the way it's surrounded by nothing, you know what I'm saying? No stores too much, no places to, proceed with your life.
We used to spend on like our summer vacations, we get out of school at our grandma's house, you know what I'm saying? That's way out in the country, I'm talking about dirt road. So, out there wasn't too much to do, ride your bike, you know what I'm saying? Play with the dog, think about shit, you know what I'm saying? The country ain't too much popping out there.
We was close, we kicked it, we had fun together. Never no fighting, no arguing, we supported each other. We was a close-knit family.
As a young boy, Robert enjoyed the life of a typical small-town upbringing.
He was a good kid. He was very understanding, and he wasn't a radical kid. He's one that he listened and all and obeyed people. He really obeyed grown-ups.
Music always been a part of our lives since we was able enough to listen to music. It's just been in blood, and it kept going, stayed in it, and grew, manifested, you feel me?
The mom and pop playing their blues and stuff, and they gave him his own little old, one of their rec turntables and stuff, and he just started scratching and mixing. And
we bought his first turntable from Western Auto Store for him. He was 10 years old. That's all he wanted was a turntable and some record. Each week, Screw would go out and buy him a record.
Whenever you want to find Screw, go in his room, he on the turntable. Really, man, I don't remember seeing nobody teach him. It just every day on the table. I guess looking at videos and watching other people, but it was just every day on the table.
The lack of job opportunities in Smithville became more than Robert Sr. and Ida Mae could bear.
They up and moved to California for a couple of years or so.
They did.
Screw, his mama, Michelle, they was out there for, I guess, about a year or two.
Robert Sr. would also make a move that would change young Robert's life forever.
We was living on a farm out there, and it wasn't much to do but raise crops and so forth, so we decided to move to Houston, and I ended up being a truck driver.
Screw was thrilled to be here because he was coming from the country, you know what I'm saying? So it was a thrill for him, you know what I'm saying? Only thing he didn't really like too much because he was missing his mom.
Robert filled the void left by his mother's absence by spending more time on the turntables.
Hey, man, with us, music was so, it was in us, like, you know how you wake up in the morning, you know what I'm saying, you get dressed, you put your clothes on. Music was like that, because when you wake up, you turn the radio on, you know what I'm saying, it's in your ear.
I think the music the one that really took away from some of his learning in school because he wanted to be in music.
Still way back then, we looked at it as a business because we was doing house parties and stuff, you know what I'm saying? That turned to a house party on Friday, Saturday, every weekend out the month. Yeah, we used to, like some of the mixes we experimented with from doing parties and everything. People like, man, I like to have a tape for that or whatever. So, we'll sell our little tapes for lunch money, you know what I'm saying? We started seeing what kind of money we was making just from that. For us as teenagers, shit, that was a little change.
I didn't have a problem with it. I knew that's what he loved, and I did not stop him from doing what he loved to do because as long as he was in his room playing his music, I didn't have to worry about him being out in the streets.
When he got here, he had more access to music, you know, connect with different people, big opportunities for him here, and he just loved it, you know what I'm saying?
DJ Chill, a classmate of Screws, recalls their first meeting.
I talked to him, I said, man, yo, I want to know how to scratch, man, better than what I'm doing. So I rode down there to his crib, and dude had just records everywhere. I mean, I'm talking about, his whole living room was nothing but records. He had one 1200 and one other little turntable. And he had a Radio Shack mixer, same mixer I had, you know what I'm saying? We hooked up, and I seen all the records he had. I looked at his records, I looked at my records, like, man, we need to come together and do some stuff.
The two young DJs formed a friendship and a business relationship that would mark the beginning of both young men's careers.
We got to doing a club together. His partner, Charles, told Ray Barnett about, yo, you need to get DJ Screw down here and let him spin. So Screw went down to Ray Barnett, and I stayed down there at Infinity. So we had two clubs going. Once they left my club, they would go down there where he was DJing